Hi everybody. Alright, so this was the layup we put down in the last video after we had degassed the resin. You can see how pretty that spread out wide format carbon fiber looks. Doesn't that look good? Pain in the ass to work with, but God, it just looks so good. Alright, so in today's video we're going to finish up making the master mold for the top of this canopy frame. It had dawned on me one day, I've been making these glare shields on the canopy itself. And I'm thinking, one day I actually want to make that thing fly. So yeah, we're making a mold off the top, which I'm going to give you a spoiler. It works fantastic. Should have done this 6 months ago to save myself some pain. So all it is just a piece of 24 thousandths aluminum or 25 thousandths aluminum. I've got it clecoed or clamped down to the top of the canopy frame, and we're now hardening it in. We're going to put some supports, and then we can use that to make glare shields for the top, which will be awesome. Alright, while you watch me do a little bit of this, so we're going to be adding some chopped strand mat and the supports in this video, and I will comment on that in a bit. So let's get to some Q&A. Paul was asking, why don't you vinyl or paint your plane now while you're waiting? Good question. So, one of the things that's bad about vinyl is that it doesn't show cracks underneath, right? It's not so well bonded with the metal underneath that if the metal cracks, it'll crack the vinyl. So the plan is that I'm going to prime the plane. The plane will be primed, all the metal at least, and it'll stay that way for probably at least 6 months to a year, just so that we can fly off a ton time, and after, let's just say a year, we can look and inspect the canopy up and down, because the primer will show cracks. And if it's crack-free, fantastic. Now we can go ahead and vinyl. But I don't want to cover up any cracks that might happen. So that's why we are not vinyling yet. And the reason we're not priming yet is for me to do the primer, I'm going to have to make a spray booth in this hangar, and that's just going to be a mess. So I'm not doing any of that until it's absolutely necessary. Plus, I kind of want to do it all at once, too. So, thank you, Paul. Another question. Are you going to be doing a special up-to-date video when the engine gets here? Absolutely. Which is ironic because I really only have about 2 videos left. So I am working on composite stuff, but it's like you've seen me do composite stuff. And it's not really technically attached to the plane. I mean, it is, but it's not. So, do you guys just want to see video after video after video of me doing this shit? No. So I only have 3 videos left, which is good because I got to motivate myself to actually work on the plane. All right, so here you can see I have cut a cardboard V. So I've got double-walled. In my mind, I'm thinking of it like a sawhorse, right? Because it's got 2 legs, and I've cut it out of the cardboard, and we're going to be using the chop strand mat to secure it in place. And we're going to put 2 of these supports on the bottom so that we can turn it upside down and it can rest on the ground. I'm doing it for a few reasons. One, I'm scared to uncleco the mold. There's a lot of stress in that mold, right? Because that was a flat piece of aluminum, and I don't have an English wheel, or do they call it an Irish wheel, where to actually bend that metal over. And I'm not anywhere near good enough, so I just clecoed it down. I put fiberglass, I'm putting chopped strand mat, and I'm putting these 2 feet on it, all in the hopes that when I uncleco it, it doesn't just spring back, rip all the fiberglass apart, and all the work I've done just gone to crap. In fact, look at close up. In fact, I'm so worried about it that before I even take this thing off, we're going to also foam it in. So we're going to put some foam in the bottom as well. It's mostly just for the sides. As you can see, the center of it's pretty flat. It's only on the sides where it curves down and there's a lot of high stress. That's the only place that worries me. So we're going to foam that in and be done. And like I said, I've already made one glare shield off of this mold, and I got to tell you, it's fantastic. Works great. It's almost like I'm getting good at this. Alright, so in the next video, I'm just finishing off with the foam here. In the next video, we're actually going to be using the vacuum pump for some vacuuming, I promise. You'll get to see all of that. So, thank you for joining me, everyone. Hope you're having a good week, and see you soon.